Jim. Oh, we right on time. We right on time. Last topic of the day that I got for you guys. So as you guys know, the president he has threatened many countries with with tariffs. So tariffs. He's been saying to everybody, we're gonna fine everybody for importing, exporting, whatever. And what that had me wondering is, all right, what does this mean for us? What does this mean for brands? What does it mean for all the people that are getting things, shipped over from China, from Pakistan? What does that mean for that? Will that mean that prices are gonna go up? Does it mean that we're gonna be, getting longer wait times for shipments? Does it mean that we're gonna have to charge customers more money? A lot of people, the fashion world fears high tariffs. You know what I mean? Let me just go ahead and read this, and I'll just let y'all know what I think. So President now, Donald Trump has threatened a tax of at least 60% on goods from China, a move with the potential to decimate small American brands. Now, this article was done in November 13th, 2024. So about 3-4 months ago. And what they were fearing is, I mean, I can't be mad at their fear, you know what I mean, for people who are importing a lot of their products, a lot of their clothing, and that is a fair fear to have, you know what I mean. And that's why I love screen printing. Screen printing, I get to do all my things in house. Granted, you do have to get a lot of things shipped out to you regardless, because everything comes from overseas, well, mostly everything. But I just wanted to be able to make my mark on by myself without having to outsource all of the work to Pakistan or to China, and to wait 3 to 6 weeks for a sample to come in, go back and forth. Now I could just print my samples by myself. You know what I mean? I could print the whole collection by myself. And if I want to, I could print out a sample, send it out to China or Pakistan, and they could tell me, if they could replicate it, which they most likely can, and we can go from there. But as far as having my samples, like, I like my samples in house. I like to have all my samples on deck, so that's why I started screen printing. So now the big fear is that, once we impose these tariffs on these countries, now they're gonna be having higher prices. You know what I'm saying? You get a sample right now between $50 and $90, with or without shipping. But now we might be looking at 120, 160, and with the longer wait time. So now, how does that affect you? So now you have to raise the prices on the products that you're using. You have to raise the prices on the products that you're selling. You have to raise the prices on shipping. Everything just goes up. You know what I'm saying? So let's read this. In the days after Donald Trump won the presidency, several small American fashion designers placed anxious calls to overseas manufacturing partners, spurred by fears that the president-elect would make good on promises to raise tariffs, thereby upending their operation. They scrambled to find alternatives. Bro, there are no alternatives. You just gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, we hope that the tariffs don't go over 10-15%, and hopefully, it doesn't affect us in the long term. The tariffs will be devastating, according to Chris Gentile, owner of the Brooklyn-based Pilgrim Surf and Supply, which produces items like padded work coats and fleece zip-ups in China. I don't know how we could function. The reason that they're doing this is to pretty much promote people for doing business inside the country, to promote small businesses from working inside the country, to promote China having their factories within the U.S. That's what they want. They want these countries to have their factories within the U.S. so that we can get jobs. You can have American made items. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, all right, just bring your factories here and do it here instead of having them all over there. So now, throughout his campaign, Mr. Trump threatened to levy a 10 to 20% tax on most foreign products, and most significantly, at least a 60% tariff on goods from China. The thinking is that sharp taxes will compel companies to begin producing in America again. The thinking is that sharp taxes will compel companies to begin producing in America again. They want companies to start producing in America. When they could produce in America, it raises our economy. In conversation with clothing designers over the past week, the logic was met with extreme skepticism. Some designers are not convinced that talks of dizzying tariffs will survive the past campaign trail, but for smaller independent apparel businesses that rely on the comparative affordability and high quality of Chinese clothing manufacturers, the mere threat of increased taxes on foreign goods was enough to plan for the worst. We've established a relationship with these factories, Mr. Gentile said. They become almost like family. Yeah, they become almost like family because they've been just, I don't know. They've been taking your money back and forth, and they've been boosting up their economy. You know what I mean? We already have a whole big debt. Bro, have y'all seen this? Like, I'm sorry. I look at this all the time. U.S. debt clock. Do y'all ever look at this? Like, people don't think that this is a real thing. Hold on. I don't know, my computer's acting up. There we go. No. I want the whole thing with the colors. No, not this one. This ain't the one. Oh, that's the same one. No. U.S. debt. Bro, the debt clock is astronomical. I don't know why my computer's not loading it. They don't want us to see it. I mean, y'all get the census. Like, it's real. But I just don't see the national debt tracker. This is the current national debt. But where's the debt clock? I really want y'all to see this. Alright, for some reason it won't load up. usdebtclock.org. Let's see. Here it is. This is what I want y'all to see. Bruh, this is us right now. This is the U.S. national debt. I look at this every day when I think about not going to work. Every day that I'd be like, okay, I could take a day off. I'd be like, bro, have you seen the U.S. debt clock? This is why they'll never be suspending student loans. They won't ever be doing this. This is our debt clock, bro. 36. Oh, man, who are these people? Like, this debt clock is so astronomically crazy. Oh, I think that's my trainer chat. All right. The U.S. debt clock is so astronomically crazy that... No, that was 800 number. Nah. The U.S. debt clock is so astronomically crazy. This is 36, trillion, 400... No. I need to know how to read this. 36 trillion 428 billion 928 million $400,000. 36 trillion 420 billion 928 million. And it's still going up. Y'all see this? Look at the student loan debt. 1,747,403,000 dollars. $39,070 per student. And you think that they're gonna be just wiping that out, wiping it away? No way. So I say this to say, like, we had to be finding different ways. We had to find different ways to get ourselves out the situation that we in. We gotta find different ways. So we can't expect for us to be living like every day, just doing the regular, sending money foreign abroad, doing all of these things and with no repercussion. And look at our clock. This is our clock. This isn't just money we can just print away and make it go away. Like, we can't make that money go away. And it goes even deeper. You can click on it, go deeper. Pause. But it goes hard. Pause. So that's why it's like, okay, we have to find a way to be like, all right, how can we eliminate some of this debt? So that's why they're like, all right, we gotta bring back the work to America. We gotta decrease spending overseas. Like, we've established a relationship with these factories. They become almost like family. A still scrappy entrepreneur, 12 years in, Mr. Gentile doesn't have an army and supply chain wants to ferret out new factories. The task of corresponding with manufacturers falls largely on him. So how he spent untold hours working with his Chinese production partners on how to set in the sleeves of his shirt just so, or how to set in the sleeves of his shirt just so, or how poofy a down jacket should be. To suddenly have to foster a new partnership with factories in India or Vietnam would not only be a costly nuisance but also lead to garments of lesser quality. That part is true, because Pakistan and China, you already see the quality comparison. You get something from Pakistan, you get the exact same thing from China. You're gonna have two completely different results, with the Pakistan one being inferior. You know what I mean? I mean, you can get great work out there, but you just have to really vet your manufacturer. With China, they have systems in place for these large scale operations to run out. But what they want is just for it to come back down to the United States. Look, the best cut and sew in the world comes from China. China is so advanced in that space that there's really no place to go and pick up that slack from. Designers speculate that the broader public doesn't realize how far ahead China's manufacturing capabilities are. No, it's not that we don't know. It's the fact that we do know, and we need some of that brought into the U.S. We need some of that brought over here so that we can do that for ourselves. If we spend all our time, just getting things shipped in here to us, what is being built here? Generally speaking, most people don't know how things are made, which is true. But like I said, man, we have to, since before Mr. Trump's election, designers have been gaming out what impact tariffs would have on items made in China. The top line for shoppers, heftier price tags. No matter what the tariff is, that number is going to get passed to the customer, which is true. There is no world or reality where the manufacturer is going to eat that tariff cost, and we certainly can't afford to eat it. And that's why I'm saying, man, like, that's why, like, bro, this is why we had to bring more manufacturing, more work, more factories, more everything right back to the good old US of A, man. Because, bro, the debt is going up, and this affects all of us. This is why they had to print more money. You know what I'm saying? And this is why we can't afford a carton of milk or a dozen of eggs. You know what I mean? So, like, we had to take these things into consideration, man. Like, but let me know in the chat what y'all think. What y'all think about this? If y'all think this is good, this is bad. If this is good news, this is bad news. Like, what does this mean for us? Like, clearly it's bad news, but like, I don't want the price of clothes and things that are imported from China and other countries that are going to be having these tariffs. I don't want the price of things to go up, but I also need this number to go down. We all do, for the sake of our economy. The higher that this number goes, the worse it is for us in our economy. So, Story Society, man. I'm about to go get myself into the gym. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. This was my very first stream, and I just wanted to, appreciate y'all for tapping in. Please, on your way in or on your way out, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button for the algorithm. Please just write something in the comment. Let me know what y'all thought about this video, what y'all thought about this live. Did y'all like the fashion weeks? You know what they got going on. My favorite one was Chanel. No. Chanel is my second favorite one. My favorite one was from Louis Vuitton. This was my favorite one. LVMH. They had so many things in there, so many pieces in there, so many things to celebrate. My second favorite one was Chanel. Even though it was women's wear, I learned a lot from it just because I got to see, the different colors that they got going on, the different design patterns, and I loved their presentation. Their presentation was immaculate. But which one was your favorite? Which fashion brand is your favorite? You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Strophy_society. That is the Instagram. If y'all want to tap in, I appreciate y'all, man. Hopefully we could do more of these. If y'all like this, I will do more of these. We could do more topics, and we could learn and we could grow together. Strophy Society. Stand for something or fall for anything. And we are a society of thrivers. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Peace.